You know why I love the IDW comics? Because it partially, somewhat, kinda helped make Equestria Girls make a little bit more sense. One of my biggest problems with Equestria Girls is that there was hardly any development for Sunset Shimmer. Any good conflict needs a good antagonist. That's partially why people enjoy episodes like Magic Duel, Wonderbolt Academy, and Rarity Takes Manhattan so much, because Trixie, Lightning Dust, and Suri Polarmare are such great villains. Same goes for Discord, although for him it helps that John Delancey is a fucking godsend. But that was hardly the case with Equestria Girls. Who is Sunset Shimmer? Well, she's Celestia's former student who rebelled against her and left for the human world. Okay, what else is there? What was Sunset like? How did she find out about the human world? Why did she rebel against Celestia? These are very important to the plot of the story! Thankfully, the comics picked up the slack from where the writers screwed up. Thanks, McCarthy. What was Sunset like? Well, she was very much like beginning of the series Twilight, a brilliant magic user who was a complete recluse and didn't know the magic of friendship. The major difference was that Sunset took a much more, shall we say, aggressive stance towards learning, deeming anyone who couldn't intellectually keep up with her not worth her time. How did she find out about the human world? One day, Celestia asked Sunset to look into a mirror to tell her what Sunset sees in herself. She ended up seeing a vision of herself as an alicorn. From that day forward, she pestered Princess Celestia into telling her what the mirror was trying to tell her. But Celestia told her that she was not yet ready to know about it. Fed up with Celestia's lack of answers, she snuck into the dark magic wing of the Canterlot Library where she found a book on Canterlot history that told her that the mirror opens a portal to another world. Why did she rebel against Celestia? When Celestia caught her in the restricted area of the library, Sunset snapped, claiming that Celestia was holding her back. Sunset showed Celestia another book showing how Celestia could turn someone into an alicorn, and demanded that she turn her into one. Instead, Celestia said that by demanding that she get turned into an alicorn, Sunset had proven that she wasn't ready to become one, and Celestia ended her mentoring of Sunset. Sunset attacked the guards that were escorting her out of the castle, and she escaped through the mirror portal. Now, do you know how long it took to convey all of that information? 8 fucking pages. You mean to tell me, movie writers, that you couldn't squeeze that much information into the movie? You mean to tell me that there wasn't anything that was totally useless to the story and could have been eliminated to make room for the totally necessary information about the main antagonist of the friggin' movie? Hell, the movie clocks in at barely over 70 minutes. Just stick the fall of Sunset Shimmer into the part where Celestia is telling the main six about Sunset and we'll be golden. It would take like 3 to 5 minutes of screen time, tops. Whoa, went off on a bit of a tangent there. Now, like Voice of Reason said in his review of Equestria Girls, this shouldn't be the intended purpose of the IDW comics. They're supposed to be for fleshing out stories that have a hard time finding a place in the show, like the return of Chrysalis or the Big Mac story. It is not for providing necessary information to the plot of the show's stories. But since it's being explained in the comics, I will say that The Fall of Sunset Shimmer is a marvelous story that holds its own among the increasingly large collection of fantastic comic stories. It moves at a quick pace, the dialogue is believable, and it makes Sunset so much more developed than Equestria Girls bothered to do with her. Oh, by the way, that's only 1/6 of the comic. The other 40 pages are a prequel to Equestria Girls talking about the freshman fair and how the Human Five met. But that seems like a good topic for another video. Sorry for the slightly shorter video, but I'm getting myself ready for my channel's 1-year anniversary video, which is coming up at the end of the month. Tickets are now available online and at your local Ticketmaster locations. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Well, so much for that theory.